In this video, we're going to be looking at the Industar 61 LD, a 55mm 2.8 lens. This very compact M39 Leica thread screw mount lens was the standard lens for some of the Soviet-made, fed Leica copy rangefinder cameras. And since it's a rangefinder lens, there is no auto diaphragm. As you turn the aperture ring, the lens stops down. Also, the focus ring is only marked in meters, and you see that in orange here. And also, you will notice how small the adapter is, much smaller than an adapter for SLR lenses. So let's look at the specs. It's all metal construction. It has 4 elements in 3 groups, 6 aperture blades. It will close focus down to 1 meter or 39.37 inches, if you could call that close. Full click stops from 2.8 to 16. It takes a 40.5mm filter, and its weight is a light 130 grams or 4.6 ounces. By the way, this lens does contain lanthanum glass, which is radioactive, but not enough to be harmful. So recently, I went out to FDR Park in South Philadelphia with this lens mounted on my Nikon Z6 using the Photossi L39 to NZ adapter. Okay, so let's look at some photos. These trees here were shot at 5.6. Now this lens has a reputation as not being that great out to the edges, but stop down, it's not bad. This photo is of the gazebo. This is a very popular place for wedding photos in South Philadelphia. And again, this was also shot at 5.6. Now there was an evergreen tree right in front of the gazebo, and this one was shot at 5.6. And I just wanted to see how this lens performed at 2.8, and I was pleasantly surprised with the sharpness of the evergreen tree. There was some chromatic aberration at 2.8, but it was gone by 5.6. I then kind of went sort of to the outside of the gazebo and shot these at f11. And there is also a museum in the park, the American Swedish Historical Museum. So I got a few shots of the museum at f8. And it was not a very nice day. It was cold and the sky was just pure white. But there's good contrast with this lens. Pleasantly surprised. It's an inexpensive lens. I think I paid under $40 for this. It also comes in a M42 mount for Pentax screw thread. When I got home, I just shot a quick picture of some silk flowers in the corner at f8 and some stuffed animals. Again, the contrast is good. The saturation is good. And then I went down to my test area, shot a few quick pictures at 5.6. And again, I'm very pleasantly surprised by the sharpness out to the edges. The cat was just sitting around on a bed with kind of backlit somewhat, and this was at 5.6, and I think it's very sharp. She wouldn't stay still though. We then took a ride into Philadelphia. My wife drove, and I was hanging out of the window taking some pictures on the north-south freeway heading into Philadelphia, and I really liked the contrast on that shot. And then coming over the Walt Whitman Bridge, this was also at f8, just set it for infinity and shot of the Philadelphia skyline. Then did a little bit of street photography. I just like the look of this lens. I like the saturation. I like the colors. And then this was a quick grab shot of this gentleman sitting on the corner, scratching off some lottery tickets. But what really struck me with this shot is the railing, the curved part of the railing is right over his eye and almost looks like a second pair of eyeglasses. So you never know what you're going to get when you're out doing street photography. Finally, I came home. The sun was shining through the blinds, and I just grabbed this quick shot in my dining room. And you just have to keep your eyes open. Pictures are everywhere, even in a spot that you're in every single day. Sometimes you find something new. Okay, so that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. And if you have any questions or comments, please leave them in the comments below. I respond to all questions and comments, or you could email me. You will see my email at the end of this video. So see you next time.